Yeah, you live.
Shalom, this is the ISUPK, starting out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commanding General Anna. Our sub-branch is located in Birmingham at 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. And this is the Monday class, the law class, overseen by Mawasa, Officer 50, and Harriala, the assistant. Officer 50. We have on Tuesday. We have Brotherhood class with Tazapa 1, assisted by Raban. Wednesday class is history class with Gabar, and Thursday the same scripture breakdown class with Captain Karafia, Officer of 10. Friday, followed by the last one, Kodash, on Friday with Raban, Officer Raban, 7 till 9. And 9 till 11, we have on the ends live radio show. You can break into it if you want, because you have a lot to learn. And Officer Krafia and Gabar will talk you through the rest of the show. You know, it's always an interesting show. My apology for that. We ain't giving no free commercial here. So, as we get into it, our topic today is the royal saints, or who are the saints. So, the saints, the saints are very, very important set of people upon the earth. These people are carefully selected by the Most High, and we are adorned with such title as the saints. The saints that the whole world is kicking up a fuss over. Don't even want us to say who we are or what we are about. But we are the ISUPK. We will tell a live and direct that we are the saints. Who don't like it, run away and die. Or become a roadkill if that's better for you. But we don't care. So, as we get into the scripture, we're going to use Psalms 50. Psalms 50. We shall use that as our first opening scripture. So let's get into it for you.
What do you want? Psalms 50.
Psalms 50.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 1. The mighty God, even the Lord, has spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof.
So you see, the only one of Israel that established all things has told you that he alone can call the earth from the rising of the sun. So basically, all of these people who are going around wanting your nationality, your heritage, they try to kidnap it for themselves, there's an English word, and it's called kiting. So the Amalekites who want to kite your nationality, they want to be the saints. Ishmael want to be the saints, because I spoke to a few Indians down in my community, and they say they are the Jews. So likewise, I'm sure they're going to want to admit that they are the saints too. But they are the saints of the devil, not of Yahushua. You understand? So we are weary with battling with them, but we won't give up, because their father and their plan, they won't rest. Likewise, we can't take no rest in fighting with them too. Because this earth was not established because of them. It was established because of the royal saints. And we are the royal saints. Our royalty, though, is not established by man. Our royalty is established by Yahushua. And what we have to let them continually know, that they cannot take our position. Even when we go to Jeremiah 31, I think it's verse 35, when God put out a decree that if the sea can stop making waves, then he will give us up from being his people, which that is almost an impossible task for a man to achieve. If he can measure out the expanse of heaven, then he will cast us away from being his people. So basically, there's no man can measure the depths of the earth.
That's right.
So they take on a very impossible task. Russia tried to accomplish one of the tasks by boring the deepest borehole on the earth, which is 7.5 miles long. And they couldn't continue because it was so strenuous and so difficult. It took them most about 3 years or more to make that drop in the earth. Or create that cavity in the earth. So basically, it's gonna be a really hard time for them to really accomplish something that was not a task that they take on, which was not even a part of their lifestyle or their mission. But because they want your position in the earth, Israel, they would try anything. So, as we are the royal saints, that we must continue to belt it out in their ears. When we go into the high street of Birmingham at the ramp in the town center, or we are in London, we will always let them know and hear our presence, and what we are saying is established from the book that is written with the fingers of God. He gave the tablets to Moses, and he is the one that established the tablets, written on them with the laws and who we were. So don't you make them make a mockery of you, telling you, oh, it's all right, we are equal. Ain't no equality in this business when God established it. So don't you let them come in this year, come tell you about we all are equal. Then they have another song that they sing in the church, oh let the saints go marching in. Everybody want to be a saint. When the saints was in slavery, nobody want to be in slavery with us. But yes, when our salvation is coming and it's nearer than we think, they want to tell us that they are the saints and everybody is equal. Ain't no mixing bowl in this. There's no skittle bowl in this. We are a special people, and we are dissected from all other nations and established by Yahushua to be his chosen people, the royal saints. And our duty is to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And it doesn't matter where we are. We will not be afraid to let you know that our God has told us that we must keep the laws, statutes, and commandments wherever, forever.
That's right.
We are not ashamed to tell you that what we have been through in slavery is because we have neglected the one true God who loved us. So he let us understand what he was saving us from. But then now, we come to realize who we are, so we have to get back in line. Stop this gabbing about and stop going around creating unnecessary problem for yourself. If you come to these laws, statutes, and commandments, you see how easy it is. Because everything starts with a little challenge. But as the more you practice, in this case, the more perfect you become.
And that's heavy what you say in Ark, because this is a heavy topic. Who are the saints? Because the saints can only be our people from a direct lineage that comes from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that is our beloved so-called blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians. In accordance with the oracles of the Most High God, according to the Bible, there's these saints were so-called blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel, that were dedicated specifically to God and his judgments. And that's what we're talking about here. So this is so heavy what you're touching on here. I've got the definition, the dictionary definition, the Zandervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary. I'll just read it. The root idea of the first is separation. Okay, so from the top, saint. In the King James Version, the word saint is used to translate two Hebrew words, Quadash and Hasidah. The root idea of the first is separation. In a religious sense, it means that which is separated or dedicated unto God and therefore removed from circular use.
Right. So you get a proper breakdown from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, what the word saints mean, and you even get a translation from the English to the Hebrew by Officer Ariala. So you see, even if we don't have pinpoint of what we're saying, we still have back the Ariala is here to back you up with the breakdown in English and in Hebrew. So be not ashamed of who we are, even though the world wants us to feel like we are nothing. To them, yes, because they desperately need your position. But Yahushua said, you're a special people unto him, and that title was given to you as a saint. And you know the saints have a duty to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So don't you let the world come and tell you that you and them are equal. Ain't no equality when it come to us. When it come to our law, statutes, and commandments, only us is valid upon the earth. God never chose another nation.
That's right.
And he has never attempted to take another nation to be his people. Even when we let him go, even when he complained that we weary him with his cry, with our cry, when we were in the desert, he still never gave up on us. He punished us, which is a good thing. A good father is always make sure that his children are being corrected when they go wrong. Nothing is wrong with that. I have had people tell me, oh, you were slaves. That's a good thing for us, because the Most High is correcting us and bringing us back to our true heritage, which all nation would like to be a part of now. But guess what, nation? Ain't for you. Your place is always below us. Even when the so-called white man says the black man place is below the white man and his foot should be on his neck. How prideful and how pompous they are when they are saying things against us.
Right.
They're bywords that they feel so pompous when they say it. They don't understand. They are digging their own graves with their mouth. And to tell you the truth, we are raising up to show them that they're going to have to pay for every single word and every single sentence. It's going to be so bad for them, they wish they never opened their mouth saying rude things against us. Because God says in the book of Deuteronomy 15:3, says, not a dog shall move their mouth against the children of Israel, neither man nor beast. So, when they hear them out, they're behaving like, yeah, we can say anything we want, we don't care. The time is going to come when you're going to pay for those loose words. And that time, you will understand really and truly. When you were saying it so pompously, as I said, you were digging your own grave with your mouth. We, the children of Israel, are sustaining your life upon this earth, because this earth was not made for your sake. It was made because of us.
Right.
And not because we are not inheriting with the world with you. And you can find that in the book of 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54. That says, why do we not inherit with the world if the world were made for our sake? How could we inherit with a wicked world? Who would know righteous from the wicked? And you know the wicked one is Cain. Come back to the same spirit of Esau, trying his best to cut us down in every possible way. But you cannot kill something that continues to multiply in many places of the earth. We are the most numerous saints upon the earth. And you want to destroy us? You didn't create us, so you're going to destroy us. The Creator, Yahweh, who have made all things through his power, through Yahushua, let you know that you will never wipe us off the earth. You can never accomplish that mission. If you cannot stop the sea from waking wave, or you're going to wipe us out. It doesn't matter what disease you try to create that says, oh, there was specific disease that they develop that can only attack the black race. You are trying to turn it into vitamins for us. So whatever you come with, didn't he even remind you that she shall hold serpents and it won't harm us? So what do you think your vaccine can do to us? You can kill the body, but you cannot kill the spirit, because we will always come back. So basically what you are trying to do is just irritating yourself, get yourself all hyped up for nothing at all, because you ain't accomplishing nothing. If you didn't kill us out in slavery, then how are you going to kill us out now when we continue to multiply? Our genetics are made up totally different from yours. The more we stress, the more we multiply. You can't do that because you're not even a man. You are kind of a man. Which from the day you're born, guess what is happening to your body? You're being depleted, wasted away as you're being used. You understand? But don't worry, we're still going to have a little thing going for you. Because you have to build back our walls, raise back our cattle, plant back our vineyards, and raise our children. So you have a serious task ahead of you.
Right.
Don't think you're going to get no much rest, you know. Because you might be lucky if you get a rest on the Sabbath. So you trying to destroy these saints and you can't even accomplish what God says in the book of Jeremiah 31 verse 35. Let's get a refresh after.
Wait, what? What do you want?
Jeremiah. Sure, it's 31, 35. Jeremiah.
35?
31. 31, 35.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, and verse 35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord of hosts is his name. And look what he says in the verse 36.
Khan, if those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Can any man accomplish that mission? Only Yahweh Shai can do that. Only him can wipe off this seed off the face of the earth. And why would he do that? When he give us such a royal title as the saints. Is saints. We ain't gonna tell you what our duty is as yet. We're gonna keep in suspense because we have a serious duty and a serious mission to accomplish for Yahweh. So any nation that can take up this task, tell me who they are. With all the technology you have and all the smart, we call think tanks, tell them to come together and see if they can accomplish this. Read on.
Khan, Salakia Khan. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast out all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
Did you really listen tentatively to that? Read it again, brother.
Khan, verse 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
Say Yahweh. Let's give a little better understanding. Of all the factories you have can make cards, you still can't measure the expanse of heaven with it. You understand? So this is a most impossible task Whatever laser beam you can come up with still cannot measure the expanse of heaven, right? As I said before, Russia has tried it, and it takes them quite a few years to dig 7.5 miles in the ground. Open up a cavity 7.5 miles, and they could not go any further because everything started going wrong. You understand? So no man, NASA has tried, which you know the word NASA means to deceive. So no matter what you come up with, you can never accomplish this task because Yahweh loved these royal saints than anything upon the face of the earth. Yes, we've been stubborn. Yes, we've been a stiff-necked people. But he has not cast us away.
Right.
And this decree that he put out, no nation can accomplish this.
Right.
Because this seed is the original bloodline of Yahushua upon the earth. And without us, as we said, no nation can stay on this earth without us. Because this earth was made only because of us and for us. You other nation was supposed to be servants unto us. But see, you are getting your opportunity to see if you will change your wicked ways against God's saints. And you still ain't doing it. So, if your wickedness out procedure cannot out procedure how shine, because there's a paved day for that wickedness that you're trying to perform.
Right.
And it is such a stupid task for you even take on. What kind of contract that you think you can accomplish? Your death wish? Welcome to it. Read on, verse 38.
Khan, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the city shall be built to the Lord from the tower of Hananeel unto the gate of the corner.
Right. So you see, that is your future responsibility when we put you back into slavery. Yeah? You're going to build them walls, and you're going to raise back our animals. You're going to plant our vineyard, and our prince and princesses, you will walk with them on the shoulder, and you will have to treat them like royalty they are, like royalty you'll grow them up. Yeah? There's no friendship in this because you didn't show us no love, brotherly love, even though we are twins. Nobody cared about us. But till this day, Yahushua still love us. And the wickedness that you continue to practice against us, you're only provoking the anger of our Father against you. He's a hungry man because he's an austere man. You know the word austere means angry, flinty, moody. When you see our people doing such stupidness, knowing that he's trying to preserve us as best as he can, and we just keep stumbling into this stupid religion, I'm surprised Yahushua haven't exposed none of your pastors or none of your priests or none of your nuns with taking out something out of their pocket, wiping their face, and it becomes a child underwear or something, because that's how nasty these people are in the church. Pedophile, child molesters, anything you want to call them. That's what they are getting on in there with in the church. So, for you to come up against us, you're making a big mistake. And you're trying to accomplish something which is way out of your reach. You wouldn't understand the stress you're putting yourself through when you try this foolishness. So, let's tell you again, you need to stop it. So, we're going to go to Psalms 50, verse 5, to tell you who his saints are. We still ain't going to tell you yet what his saints are here to do to you people. That is a suspense you're going to have to wait on. Read, brother.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
You understand? No other nation was given this title as the saints. No other nation was called to gather unto Yahushua place of worship.
There's
There's a question in the stream. Some Muslim is asking how Judas died. Now in Matthew it said he was hanged. Can we answer that? Come.
So the saints continue to reign upon this earth, and we continue to multiply until Yahweh shall say, "Come, my saints, those that I have made a sacrifice with, those that I have given the law, statutes, and commandments with, those that I have adorned them with such title as saints." Our saint titlement did not come from a man. It did not come from any man on earth or any empire on the earth. This was established by the God of Israel, Abraham's father, Abraham's guide. Abraham advised. He even called Abraham my friend. That's how valuable these saints are unto the Most High. So when you nation trying to brainwash our people to come into your organization to worship your filthy gods, your abominable gods, who only want to destroy us, even if we come among you with love and compassion, we are the only saints that would say, let's all get along, even when you're beating the skin off our back. These are people are so gullible that even when you have their head on the chopping block, they say, why can't we get along? Which other nation is so gullible? No, you other nation are so cocky, so pompous, full of yourself, and think that your weapons that you have is going to wipe us out. You don't even know that you are destroying your own self, because God gave you the knowledge to destroy yourself. You cannot touch the saints. You destroy the body. What about the spirit? We ain't worried about the body, because we shall all shed this body. But guess what? Every 4th generation, the Bible says we return. And that you cannot stop. Because if you cannot stop the basic sea from making waves, how are you going to stop we from return and multiply? You don't control that part of life. The Most High direct that part. Just like you cannot control the day or the night. You might try a little foolishness with the rain, but you can't control the day or the night. That wasn't given to you.
Right.
That task is too much for you and way above you, because you're so foolish. Where are you going to live if you destroy this earth? I will really think and think the madness that you people are experimenting with to destroy your own self. In the process, you think you're going to destroy us.
Right.
Are you mad? Or are you just overzealous and can't control your ignorance of how your father direct you? Can you sit down and talk to your father, Satan, and tell us that this is not going to work out? You think Yahushua or Yahweh would allow you to destroy this that he created? Or your father, Satan, could destroy this that he established? Come on, man. You lose. Can you read it again? Let's see if we can make this soak into them brain.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
So you see, show me which other nation who jump up and say, oh, them Amalekites who jump up and say they are the Jews, living in Jerusalem, carrying on their abominable behavior. Show us where God make a sacrifice with them. Show us where God even talk to them, because the only time God speaks in a message to the Gentiles, he said, tell them to prepare for war. So they sharpen on instruments only for their own hurt. Because you cannot fight the who is coming. Your weapons are like grass straw. No, they can't even in any way create a dent into the army that is coming. So what are you going to do with them? We're going to beat you back and turn them into plowshares. I can't wait for you to work those plowshares. I can't wait to strap them weapons on you. Because there's no hacks pulling no plow on my plantation. I'm going to chain that plow to you. And I'm going to sit on it and ride it while you pulling it. What you are doing to these people and think that they belong to you so you can hurt them, stop. It's not beneficial to you now or in the future, because your money can't buy a ticket to heaven. Irrespective of you get up and sing, oh, when the saints, that ain't gonna benefit to you in a no way. That is your hurt. And take it from me. Let's see. 1 Peter 1 verse 4. Because the saints are a pure bloodline. Not that they think you contaminate us with your foolishness, but that ain't nothing. That is a simple thing our God can accomplish by cleansing our blood. That is minor to us. What you need to worry about is how you're going to serve us. And we already have the formula for that. Read.
Come. The book of 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 4. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you.
Yes, what I'm talking about? We have all that reserved for us. Everything in the future is already planned, programmed, prepared, whatever way you want to express it. It's there waiting. It's for you, the children of Israel, to come back to your heritage so we can accomplish this. This is something reserved for you. Even before the world began, when people are going to tell you about the Bible is corrupt and it's man that write the Bible, there is no book that man don't write. But this one, the author of it is Yahweh. And this, remember, everything have a blueprint. And this was the blueprint that God made for the earth. When you come with your stupid books and your abominable things telling us, oh, when you read this book, then you will understand the Bible. How can you read the foolishness that Charles Taylor Russell write in a book? And then you want to compare it to God's word and tell us that you will understand the Bible better when you read those corruptible. It's so abominable that God tell you that you must not take those things into your house. When these people walking around with them lying, wicked self knocking on people's door, you are told when you go to a house, you must stay there, eat and drink until you're ready to leave. We never tell you to walk around knocking on anybody's door. With those abominable books telling all kind of lies. And you know how much of them walk most of the time? 2 of them walk. And what the Bible say? Can 2 walk lest they agree? So they agree to walk on the wickedness. Knocking on your door telling them about God love everybody. And who can be saved. And once you don't fall for their witchcraft argument, they start playing on your emotion. You ain't gonna see heaven. You won't have a chance in getting into heaven. They are in their heaven and they don't even know. And their heaven is falling. When the queen died, you can see clearly when they break the one that she haven't put it on the coffin. Her son did it. And what kind of magic she was working? Only for her own demise. Because she dead. Our magic couldn't save her. He couldn't destroy us. When she fight tirelessly, then she turned around and said, I think I'm a part of the 12 tribes. What mockery of our own demise. How can you be a part of the 12 tribe of Israel and treat these people the way you treat them? Eh? You have George Cross, what you call that?
St. George's Cross.
St. George's Cross, whatever it is, and you never give it to a black person because you know on that stupid thing, it is a black man on the floor with a so-called white man foot on his neck, and he's called the devil. The black man on the floor is called the devil. When she was killing black people, she said it was necessary for that time. No, she's dead. Is it necessary for her to come back and to come and serve her duty? Yes. And the 12 tribes, we shall have many plantations so we can swap them around. So don't think she's gonna come back into this royal foolishness that she was getting on with, stealing our diamonds and all kind of things that they get on with.
Right.
And honing it, say yes, it was necessary for that time. Well, your job is going to be necessary for all times until we says it's time to wipe you off. Because there will be no such people again upon the face of the earth unless you're going to a museum. And we will be properly tagged and labeled as the children of Satan who try to destroy this earth, thinking that they could live back in the skies, or you call it, they go to space. Have you seen any foundation up there for you? It is a wide expanse. So there's no hard place for you to build. We physical beings need physical place. We have physical food, we wear physical clothes, we speak physical language. The language that we speak that each other can understand. So every physical things we need is right here on earth.
That's right.
Where you gonna go up into the expanse? There's no physical place up there for you to live. Where you gonna plant? Your lab up there? Ain't gonna stay up there because all of your rubbish is gonna fall right back down here. So if you continue to make a fool of yourself, even though you have so much scholars that break down the understanding of the Bible to you, what else are you trying to accomplish then? Because you're just wasting your time. You're fighting against a power that will never grow weary and you will never conquer. Yes, you have rulership over us temporarily because it was allowed for you to punish us, because he make the wicked for the day of judgment or punishment. So when the table turn, the saint shall rule over you with a rod of iron. I'm waiting, I'm anticipating with much happiness in my heart when Yahushua shall say, take them my people who captive you were, take them my royal saints who captives you were. They're gonna be your captives now. And those who lead you into captivity, it's gonna be a nice thing for them to go into captivity. Can you imagine the wailing and the bawling and all kind of things, and the crocodile tears are gonna cry? Come on, man. I am waiting for that day with rejoicing in my heart to know that my God is gonna get his praise that he deserves.
Right.
We stumbled and we fell because we are ignorant of his love for us. And look at we now. Every nation want to compare themselves to the royal saints. Oh, we are better than you. Yes, God, this is your world. But don't forget, when you put something down, the only thing happen, it can go back up and get stronger. Anything you cast down and it still have life in it, it only gets stronger. And you cannot stop it after that. Because we learn your ways, your cunning, wicked ways. And we have experienced the anger and the brunt of your anger that you lay down on us heavily, burdenfully, spitefully, cunningly. Guess what, Esau? Guess what, Moab? Guess what, Ammon? Amalek? We're going to wait out for your proper. We're going to lay it down on your thick and heavy. You think our slavery was bad? When the royal saints go back into rulership, then you will understand how it's going to be for you. Are you going to have time to wipe your sweat? Are you going to have time to sleep? You don't know yet. Because we shall sit down and we shall improvise ways of punishing you. You never understand where those ideas come from, but they were established by Yahushua.
Right.
You have something to say here? Okay, is there any question online?
There is. There's some Islamic guy called Splashy Games, but I won't even entertain him. He's just talking nonsense. He's not serious.
Okay. Well, we don't have the time for the games. This is a serious mission that we have to accomplish. So let them stay to play their games. Ain't doing nothing to us. That ain't taking nothing off us when you come here when you jokes. You're just making a mockery of yourself. And the Bible says, fools make mock at sin. So because we are sinful nation, doing sinful things when we're supposed to be the nation who are the light of the earth. You are trying to make mockery of us, not knowing that you're gonna pay for that macro that you're trying to make. Your time of punishment is coming for that. So I'd advise you, choose your words wisely, because you will answer for those stupidness that you're trying to create. So if we move on to Romans 8, verse 17. Okay, you want to play your macro? Let's give you just one sentence. Your Quran is a plagiarism of the Bible. And the Bible, as established before creation, and it's about 4,200 years. And your Quran comes 600 years after the Bible. So, yes, about that. Yes.
If I may, sir, just to answer Splashy Games in the chat, the Bible's 4,200 years old approximately. Your unholy Quran, your Quran is 600 AD. That's 1,400 years ago. So you cannot tell us that our records are corrupt. If any records are corrupt, it's your Quran that's corrupt.
Okay. So basically, if you're going to say the Bible is corrupt, why would you plagiarize the Bible and then say the Bible is corrupt? Because guess what? It's only 3% from your Quran that is not mentioned in the Bible. Everybody else in your Quran is come from the Bible. Yeah? You need to do your research. Because you cannot cast down something after you have taken so much good things from our book to establish your book and then turn around and say our book is corrupt. Any other corrupted book on the earth more than the Quran? Go and check your history. Because if your Quran is telling you that you must push off the Gentiles in the street when you see them walking after footpath, that something can run them over, isn't that corrupt? Show me in the Bible they tell you to do that.
And just to add to Splashy Games, the thing that really destroys your doctrine is you say you believe in the laws of Moses, but in the Islamic mosque you're taught to break them. You don't keep the dietary laws. You believe that just because you don't eat pork, you're keeping the laws of God, the dietary laws. You don't. You teach in the mosque that everything in the waters, in the oceans, in the sea is clean, what you call halal. But the Prophet Moses, who you claim to believe in and believe in his records, gave us a dietary law that came directly from God. You've even said in the chat that your God Allah and our God Yahweh, the God of Israel, is the same God. If they're the same God, then the laws don't change. The God of Israel gave Moses a set of laws on tablets. He brought them down the mountain and he gave the laws to the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, the dietary laws claim that anything in the waters that doesn't have fins and scales is unclean and filthy, an abomination to the Most High God. Well, then you are filthy and you're an abomination because you eat shrimp, crab, pork, salakia. You eat not pork, you eat shrimp, crab, lobster, everything that is filthy to the Most High God in the sea. You call halal and holy and claim it's clean. So you're going against the records of the Prophet Moses and you're going against the Most High God. So I'm sorry, Splashy Games, your God of the Arab world, of Ishmael, and our God of Israel are not the same God. Salakia, there you go.
Khan, what the brother says is right. He put some serious weight on this because in your Quran, you are following a law that is made by your Allah rules. Now, if you are following the Bible and want to compare your God to our God, why would you be fighting to kiss a stone when God said you should not worship images, idols, and images, right? I've seen where you people go to Mecca and fighting to kiss a stone, groaning like animals when you can't get over each other to kiss a stone. And you get it all riled up just to kiss a stone, abominable stone that cannot do nothing for you. Now, you are talking about contamination of our book. Where did you get your laws from? How did you know about Abraham? How did you know about Isaac? How did you, I don't, you're not even Muslim. So what are you talking about? You are Elamites. The Muslims are the real Arabs, which you are not an Arab. The real Muslim are the Ishmaelites. So you are not even Arab. You're adopted under the sword. You're forced under the sword to join something that is not even a part of your culture. You adapt to something which you should be ashamed of because the Arabs don't like you.
Just to cut in there. Splashy Games. We have a radio show live on on Friday evening from 9 till 11 with Captain Karathia and Officer Dungabar. You can come live on the show and debate us. The priests and the prophets of the ISUPK under the command of General Yohanna. You can come and debate us live on the End Show any Friday. All you have to do is use the number and get in contact with us. We'll have a live debate and it can be the Bible versus the Quran. How about that? And that should finish the argument once and for all.
All right, let's not waste some more time with that. Let's get back to our so basically what you're trying, what the world is trying to establish is that we are not the chosen people, and you cannot prove it because the Bible is above all book. The Bible comes before every book that is upon the earth, because this is written of the Most High. This is the art of the Most High. This is the thought of the Most High. And when it is established because of the 12 tribes of Israel. So when you people come with a contaminated doctrine and that stupid camel jockey behavior, please keep that to yourself. Okay? We don't need you to think you can come. If you want a debate, please join us on the Ends on Fridays. We can put all of this foolishness to rest. To let you know that your Quran was established from our book, and you turn around and say our Bible is contaminated. We can show you many parts in the Quran that is so contaminated. You're speaking even a language where you don't even understand most of the words. Because you recite. We don't recite anything because you people recite a prayer when the Bible never tell you to recite a prayer. Anyway, we don't want to waste our time. Just come and debate us on the Ends, and we can put this all to rest. Now, back to our scriptures. So, if you are interested in joining the ISUPK to learn about this, then you will realize that these people who you are trying to cast down, these people who you are trying to say all the bad things that you want to say, which you have the right to say it, because all the bywords you Gentiles shall speak against us. But that will not take away who we are. That will not cause you to sway the mind of Yahweh, nor Yahushai. That will not sway the sword from coming down on you Gentiles. And that will not sway us from putting you into slavery. So, sweat all you want to sweat. Vex all you want to vex. Say all manner of evil that you want to say. It won't change what the Most High said. We have shown you that in Jeremiah 31. Yeah?
That's right.
That nothing that you come with, if you cannot accomplish any of these missions that God, the decree that God put out, to stop the sea from making waves, you cannot accomplish nothing then. Because those are the physical things you can touch. And you can't stop it. If you can measure the expanse of heaven, you can make a factory that can make as much car that can grow on the earth. But you will never measure the expanse of heaven. Neither the depths of the earth, neither can you count the sands of the sea or the dust of the earth. So what are you trying to prove then? That your Gentile ideas is above Yahweh? Come on, man. We're bigger than that, man. We're much bigger than that. This is much bigger than even the temporary life that you have in your body, which can be snuffed out by the Most High anytime. When you come up against us, you're building your own problems. You're creating your own judgment with your mouth. Because every loose word you speak you shall pay for them. And we are here to make sure you pay. So if you want to say what you want to say, just remember there's a payday. And that payday cannot be swayed. It cannot sway from what is already established. So just get on with it and we will fix the rest for you. So we are the heir of Abraham. Can you get Romans 8 verse 17 just to show him who we are?
Come on, the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Christ.
Sorry. Just read first, say first sentence again, and then.
And if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh.
Heir of Yahweh. It is telling you, as we said, we are the direct bloodline, the direct descendants, the chosen saints upon this earth. And when you speak against a direct people, a specific people in your prideful and pompous ways, get ready, because your mouth is digging a pit. Your back won't be able to pay for it. And I'm giving you a promise, which I know we're going to accomplish this. I want you at my plantation. Specifically, you on my plantation. Because you will be pulling my plow. And that time your back will be paying for your mouth. The judgment that you bring upon yourselves. So I'd advise you, keep speaking. Because you will pay for this. Read on.
Go on.
And
if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so, be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
Isn't the saints a title that we are being glorified with? The saints. We are a chosen people. And that title does not come from man, as we said before. The saints are a special people. We suffer in this world. We have called all the bywords that you people can come up with. It does not stop us from being God-chosen people. It does not sway God's mind from us. It does not sway the plan that you can come in with your words to change his mind. This is not your God where you worship who tell you to push the Gentiles out in the road that something might run over them. And you must go and fight them because they don't want to join your religion. Yeah? In this, it's a love. Love your enemies, which is of our people. Because God don't love everybody. And we can show you that in the Bible. He only loved the children of Israel, which is a 12th tribe that went into slavery. If you read the book of Deuteronomy 28, the promise starts from Deuteronomy 28, 1 to 14. If you want to know the punishment that was pre-told, you have to read Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 to 68. And there are many other scriptures that tell you who we are and what was going to happen to us. If you go to the book of Exodus 1, verse 1, when Jacob was telling his 12 sons what shall befall them in the days to come, in the last days. So here we are serving out our punishment, and your punishment is already pre-planned. But until our punishment finish, because the Gentiles have to serve out their time. When their time is up, then we shall give them the cup. And that cup is not going to be a sweet cup. Even Yahushua, when he was on the cross, crucified, he said, take this cup from me. So you know what cup is going to pass on to you? Pompous, full of your foolishness, hot-headed with all kind of stupidness from your religion, want to think that you can come and tell us who we are and our books are contaminated. Throw away your Quran then, because your Quran comes from the Bible. Only 3% in your Quran does not mention in the Bible, because your Bible is made up, your Quran is made up of men. A man who can't even read like myself. Eh? Can you imagine that? And you're gonna come tell us, that the book is contaminated? If you are so damn smart, how you follow a man who can't even read? Eh? The blind is leading blind. No wonder when I lick up and I kiss up a stone. Eh?
That's right.
You never see we going around kissing up no cross or kissing up no foolishness. Yeah? We wear the shield of David, but we don't kiss it up. We know that our God, our Savior was crucified for one reason. He come to pay the debt. And then when he come to collect, you nation gonna cry. If you want to prove what is gonna happen to you, let's give a little hint of it, even though we still have a better part for you where you're gonna. Let's go to Psalms 2 verse 1. Let's see what you can say about that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage?
Hold on. Why you heathen is always raging against us, and it's not time for us to beat your back yet. It's not time for us to put on shackles on you. It's not time for you to be chained to my plows, and you start rage. It's not time for you to ask for a drink of water, and I tell you no. We have 3 acres down there to plow before you can get a cup of water.
That's right.
I remember they were giving us water in measures. Yeah? The water that the Bible says we pay for our own water. These wicked people was giving us in small measures to rehydrate us. Even though that won't rehydrate us, it just wet our lip and our tongue. But you heathens are in a rage. Read that again. Make it echo in his stupid ears.
Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
You are imagining a vain thing. The Bible that tell you, if I lift all of the tree, we can show you that in the Bible where it fall off. Yeah? If the rain fall, which rain was not supposed to be falling upon the earth anyway, rain is a blessing and a punishment, because in those days, it was a Jew that watered the earth. But the wickedness that come upon the earth, water is used as a weapon to punish us.
Right.
Yeah? So don't think you can ever find that in your book will tell you the reason why water fall upon the earth. Yeah? No. We ain't even going into the famine, because your famine is going to be a different one. You're going to see the food and have to walk past it with my plow on your back. Yeah? And if you collapse, we're not going to take you up. You're going to stay there until you revive your energy. Then we put you back on the plow. So if we say no eating for the day, but you're going to work until you collapse, and that will mean. So I'm telling you now, when you go home or when you come off this podcast, you need to go and seriously pray for the words and the foolishness you've been talking. Read from number 1 again, go down to 2.
One. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying,
His anointed saints. Brother, I don't know where you people get fool ideas from. You're listening to the philosophies of fools. Because number one, the person you try to glorify can't even damn read. But you are listening to the philosophies of a fool who can't even read. No.
That's right.
Everybody in our book could read. Right?
Right.
So no, why you think you have the right to come up and come say our book is contaminated? Why then you take your book from our book, plagiarize our book, and then you turn around again? You see, that's the same thing we usually do when you people was here. When the other nation used to beat you, Esau used to walk past and mash up no windows and flings for connect. We turn around and fight for you people. And look what you turn around and do to us. Turn against us. Because in my community, plenty you couldn't even walk on the street. where the Teddy boys and all of them people are beating
Right.
your ass.
Right.
When they come up against us, we pop out our razor and we make them understand, say, we ain't come to shave here. We come to perform open surgery. That's why I call a place called Barton Street. Ever hear something bad happen there? Because blood was shedding for Teddy boys on that street. Yeah? For you to walk peacefully and for us to walk peacefully in the community. And all of a sudden now, you get cocky, you get pompous, and you turn against us. But don't worry. We know that all of you slave masters always turn against us. Shall we show you that in our Bible? Let's go to Psalm 83, verse 6. Let's show you that you turn against us, even though we were sticking up for you.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes.
Sorry. Can you start from 5? Sorry.
Gone. The book of Psalms, 83, verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against these royal saints, the bloodline of Yahweh and Yahushai. See, everything we do to make things right for all of us to coexist among each other, they always turn against us and say all kind of bywords. Now you turn against us and turn against our book. You cannot see a cow and cut him skin. He's going to turn against you. And that's exactly what you're doing to us. So, bro, big man, come off your high arse. Get that hot ear foolishness out of your head. And that person who cannot read and you are listening to him and you can read. Isn't things going the wrong way for you? Because if a blind man is going to lead you and you can see, then something is damn well wrong with you. A blind man cannot see. He has no vision. No, you're going to let him lead you? Then how is it then a man who can't read is going to lead you? What is he going to tell you? To go and fight people. Because they're not a part of your religion. Nowhere in the Bible tell us to go and fight anybody because they don't like our religion. No. We are saints, anointed, special people with special portfolio, with a special title. Come in the ISUPK, the 12th tribe of Israel. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American, come. This is your history. This is your heritage recorded, not of man. Because God only used man to do the physical things. Because if God is a spirit, then we shall worship in spirit and in truth. And he has to use physical people to show you the physical things that need to be done. No, Moses never write the Bible. Moses went up into the mountain and get the tablet. And you think it was only the 12 commandments was on the tablet? Come on, man. There's over 300 and 600 and had last statutes and commandments in the Bible. Right. So how is it then? Where your Bible come from for you to know about Abraham? Where your Bible come from for you to know about Ishmael? Where your book come from? Our book. And it's only 3 persons come from your book that does not mention in the Bible. Because they are not of any importance. That's why.
So it's lucky. That's heavy what you're touching on, because the only reason the Ishmaelites and the who pertain to the Arabs pertain to their father Ishmael. The only reason they know and understand their records is because of our prophets and our prophets' records. That's the only way they knew and understood this.
Well said. Well said. Where would you get your knowledge from? Remember, when Mohammed was a camel jockey doing tour guide, it was our people, when he see us camping out anywhere, he would come and he sit down and interrogate us. Yeah?
Right.
So don't get over yourself or stumble over your left feet. Yeah? He could only speak because we teach him to speak. And why he turn against us like you do? Because whatever he does, that's what you follow. Look, he would sit down and he would question us rigorously, and we teach him to speak. When he feel confident enough now, what he says, he come and say to us, because we are such a powerful speaker and a people of great knowledge, he said, can you help us to establish this religion and to speak for us? We said, no. How can we teach you and then turn around you want us to establish your religion? We cannot do that. And then he start pursuing us with the sword. The desert is a witness unto all of this, because there are many of our people bones still scattered along the way. In some books, in some historical record, it says, if you want to find a direction to a certain place, just follow the bones in the desert. Yes, and I'm sure nobody are gathering those bones, because they are left there for a reason. So please, stop falling over yourself and stop listening to the philosophies of fools, because the more stupid book you read, and the fooler you become. Some book don't make you wise. Some book make you a fool. And you're born a fool, so the only thing you can die is a fool.
Right.
So show me which one of our priests or which one of our prophets could not read. If you can show one of that, then you're gonna have to read to get down some deep precepts and scriptures to show me that. So, and if there was then any that could not read, if the book would mention it, and I will appreciate it, but not from your book. We are a pedigree, we are a special bloodline. And if any nation at all, that feel that they can come up against us and show us that our historical records that you are plagiarized is something wrong with it. How is it you're still following our books? How is it you're still reading from our books in your books? All you do is relabeled our history in a book of your choice, of your language. You're speaking Arabic, and some of the Arabic words, when you check it out, you don't even know what they mean. Because you are praying directly to Allah. You are praying directly to Muhammad. Can you recite a certain verse? I'm sure you can't even, but you recite a certain verse and say, I am talking to you directly. When you translate it in English, the Arabic says, I'm talking to you directly. Not to the God, not to Allah or whatever you call it. You want to have something to say, Kim?
Khan, that's heavy what you're saying, because what did their God Allah ever do? What miracle did Allah part the Red Sea? Did Allah turn a rod, a staff, Moses' staff, into a serpent? Did Allah give the blessing of miracle performing to the King of all kings, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai? They don't even call the prophets by their real names. They've got their own Arabic names that they want to change. They want to change the God of Israel, and they want to change the prophets, just like the damn Christian and the oppressor does up in that brick building, up in that Christian church. What the hell did Allah ever do for his people? What miracles did he ever perform? There's no records of this Allah ever doing anything, but guess what? Our God performed miracles. Our God, the God of Israel, Yahweh, parted the sea and delivered us and saved us. Our God turned Moses' staff into a snake. Our God did perform miracles again and again and again throughout the records of the prophets. But this God Allah, the God of Ishmael, the God of Muhammad,
He never performed no miracles. There's no records of him ever doing anything. So that's heavy what you're touching on now.
See, Officer Ariala put a lot of weight on this. And I'm sure if you are a man of any sense in a civilized time when knowledge, as our book said, knowledge shall increase. Let your knowledge increase in a positive way, because you cannot follow a man who cannot read. You're going to do dumb things. You cannot follow a book of philosophies of fools who is going to tell you, oh, your book is contaminated. We are the saints. We must know if our book is right or wrong. And our God cannot lie. When your prophets lie to you, our one will not lie to us. Yes, they have gone off the wayside, following idols and stuff like that, but they did not lie to us. We just follow them.
Right.
Because we think that they were leading us. And when you have a leader, you don't have to think much, you just follow. But they corrupted their ways and caused us to fall. No. When the saints shall come again, look at what God do for his saints, the 12 tribe of Israel. I'm sure you know Egypt. I've been to Egypt myself. Physically, I heard about and I've been there for myself on holiday just to see everything. And let me tell you something, brother. Egypt trembled when God sent judgment upon him. Pharaoh, who used to say the moon and the star and the sun is his brother and his sister and the stars are his family, he himself trembled and wept when he sent his chariot at us. The saints, they die. They die in the desert. They die in the sea because the sea washed them away. Archaeologists have shown you that they have found chariots with markings from that time, which identify that punishment on Pharaoh was real. So whenever nation take it upon themselves pompously, trying to disrespect us, trying to say, oh man, I've given against us, you're only ripen your pug. Your pug is coming to ripe. And you Gentiles have to serve out your time. That's why you're so cocky. And that's why you so feel say your book, which did not approve of God, but how does it become holy? Or a book that was not approved of the Most High Yahweh and Yahushai become holy. We can go into the book of Revelation and show you that when God, Yahweh, read that book, he passed it to Yahushai. Yahushai passed it to the angels, which you can call them messengers or couriers or whatever. When he passed it to John on the Isle of Patmos, he even go to show you when Yahweh written the laws, statutes and commandments, and he gave it to Moses, it was written with the fingers of God.
Right.
You understand? He have selected people who he used to guide his people, and those people, most of them are named by the books of the Bible. Show me in your book where your God used your people to write a holy book to guide your people without using our book. You can't. Well, see, what would you name that man who you call Abraham? You could name him Abraham because he's our people. You don't even talk about Mohammed's wife because you know she was a black girl. And she ain't no poisonous ass. But you talk about he jump off into heaven. If we don't get that power to jump off into heaven, no, you're going to get it. Everything is about us, and it was not given to anybody else before us. See, the earth, it was run by us. England was not called England, it was called Angel Land. But they changed it. When they conquer anything, they change it. Look at the falls, Victoria Falls in Africa, we're just saying. Because that was the land of Canaan where God was going to give to Abraham with milk and honey. All the wealth that was there was big for us. But we stumbled. And because of that, he leave it for the Gentiles to rule over. And they're fighting over it. When we going to rulership, brother, ain't no fighting in this. Because King David and King Solomon tell us, look, you cannot make no war in this because this was not made for you. This was made because of us. And he
Right.
starts slaying their ass. He laid down sword on them and let them know this earth was not built because of it. So don't make no war in this. And he wasn't holding back. He killed everything in that yard and make no know. So look, no man, I'm a lord of this yard. So you don't come here, come make no rules, that's all. I make no problems. So if you behave yourself, you might find a nice place for you. You might be counting the stocks when they're going out to work. But if you keep yourself pompous like that, then we're going to have to chain you onto the plows. So the saints are a special people. These are the people that God chose to be his people. So please, don't get over yourself anytime at all. Because even though we have helped you people out in the bad times when anything was going bad for you, you turn against us now. You can walk freely on the street now. You can establish business without people flinging stones and flinging cocktail bombs in it. And now you turn against us. You see the crafty counsel that you people have taken against us, and still you find no remorse in yourself to say, oh, you know what? Even though you know the truth that we are the chosen people, we are the saints of the earth. And the only nation of people, when you put your foot on our neck, beat our back, do all manner of evil to us. Even when you come to the shop and purchase stuff, you throw the change on the table. You throw the stuff on the table, give us. You don't understand that your pride goes before destruction, and your damn destruction is coming on you. Hook, line, and sinker, it doesn't matter where you run, go. We're going to fish you out of it, and we're going to put chains on you. And not only chains, we're going to lay down whips on you. And whatever we want to do with our toys, it's our business. We break them and we make them back.
Right.
So we'll chop a foot off and we give you a wooden foot. We chop a hand off and we give you a wooden hand. And you still have to go to work. We break our toys the way we want them to work. Yeah? You think we're afraid to take a drill and drill screw into you? And screw on a wooden leg on you? And beat you on that same wooden leg when you give trouble? You don't understand. We're improvising some punishment for you people, man. It best not humble down now. Put away your pride. But I guess you won't be able to do that. You're not going to be called a Muslim anymore, which you are not even Muslim. You are Elamite. Go and search for your biblical name. You are Elam. The Arabs over in Dubai
Yemen,
and Yemen.
Arabia.
So they are the real Arabs. You only adapt to that religion because you were. They seared it into you with the sword. They beat it into your people.
That's
Remember
right.
that man you were talking about? He wiped out the whole family of people because they didn't agree with what you're saying.
Right.
So what now? We only wipe out people when God says these people are evil and they're wicked and they are establish themselves in a wicked way. Wipe them out. Don't leave neither dog nor cat. So everything dies. Even a horse that was in the premises died. Because when God say you must go and do something, and if he say clean house, we ain't left with nothing in there. We're cleaning house. This is the ISUPK. It is established since 1969, and we can only bring you the truth according to the records, the holy book. And we are the saints. Whether you want to fly high, fly low, it doesn't matter where you go. We are the saints. It doesn't matter what kind of bywords you want to call us. We still remain the saints. That title was put upon us as a royal title for only the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's why we are beckoning to all the 12 tribes of Israel. Wherever we are scattered into the earth, you have a royal title and a royal duty.
Right.
And that duty can only be performed royally by us because we are the righteous people. Even though you might see us now, as some people say, why your people are at the bottom. Listen, you cannot build a house from the roof. You have to build it from the foundation.
That's
and
right.
We are the foundation of this earth. All the laws that you are using in modern times and inventions that you are using, if it wasn't given to us, you would not know of it. This holy book contains everything that is happening presently and the future prophecies that are coming. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to humble yourself, or are we going to have to roll over you and put chains on you? Because we will have that power. We will make the laws of the land again. And they will not be used against us, because no other nation shall rule over this nation again. Never. We are only being used as an example to show you that our God is not a hypocrite. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and you will get punishment. But because this time when we are established, nobody teaches the Bible, because it will be in our mind. Right? Why is it so hard for you people when all the records show and you know that we are the 12th tribe of Israel? You know that we are the chosen people. Even those people where you call them CDs, and the word CDs, when you translate it from your language, it is translated as gods. The word CDs in your language, translated in English as gods. Even those people, the untouchable, what you call them, they are your gods. You're looking at your future gods. You're looking at your future slave masters. And you keep down pressing them, oppressing them, whatever you oppress them. And you're still pompous, you're still cocky, you still feel that what they have tell you, the philosophies of foolishness. You still can't comprehend, so look, no man. But have all of these, every 17 nations enslaved one nation of people, and you can't say that as those people being a superior people. They cannot die out. They will not die out. There's nothing you can do to wipe them off the face of the earth, else you cannot stay here. Come out of them Catholic church, because the word Catholic means universal. And our God is not a universal God. That's why I'm saying, my saints, read Psalms 50 verse 5 again. Since you don't understand.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Which nation you can go into any other book and show me that God has made a covenant with any other nation? No. From the bloodline of Abraham, even though Abraham slept with Hagar, they was not established to be God chosen people, because God says to Sarah, you shall have a son at this time next year. When Sarah laughed, God said, is there anything so hard that I cannot do, Sarah? Why do you laugh? Sarah said, I didn't laugh, but God said you did, because he heard when Sarah laughed. When Ishmael was born because of Hagar, because Sarah tell Abraham to go and sleep with an African, and the Hamites, so we are calling them by the regular name and the biblical name. The Hamites, this is the African. Abraham bore a son with her, with Hagar. But when Sarah had her child, he said, take that bondwoman and her child, they run them away. And he give them bread and water and run them away in the desert. Why you think the Ishmaelites establish themselves in the dry desert? Because of this, so they run them away. Run them away, no go away. And I saw Abraham tell him, go. Sarah tell him, come, run away, go. When she go and the bread and the water is spent, the woman put the baby on one tree over there because she can't stand here and crying if you're hungry. And meanwhile he's crying, he's gasping for breath. And Hagar couldn't stand it anymore. And when the angel said, I've heard the cry of a child, go and pick him up. And he present water to her. Until God says he's going to establish him because he's of Abraham's seed, but he's not the chosen child. You understand? Because if he was a chosen child, then you people, not even you Helamites, the Arabs would be the ruler upon the earth and the permanent ruler, but because they are not the chosen child. When Abraham go on to Sarah, to Keturah, and he has more kids with another woman, God never chose them. Abraham give them their allotted portion and tell them to go, because in Isaac shall thy seed be established. And Isaac come on to his wife, and his wife bare 2 sons. And one of the son was chosen to be God chosen people, and that son is called Jacob.
That's right.
Because of Jacob, 12 sons. 12 sons, 12 patriarchs, 12 saints, because they were anointed to be the rulers. And they are the saints that established the other rest of the nation. We multiply like sand on the seashore and like the stars in the sky. You cannot go around that. Your people might multiply because God says he blessed them because they are of Abraham's seed, but they are not the chosen child. So when you see the saints, be respectful if you can. And if you can't, prepare to bear your judgment. Because the saints are God chosen people. We have a royal duty. We are a royal bloodline, and no other nation gonna take that from us. Remember, Yahushua came and he went. We don't have to go to the crucifixion and all that. You already know that. Even though some of you say he is a prophet, not the son of God. I don't know who is you to dictate what God says. A little dust and ashes like you. We don't even have control over the breath you breathe. But you're going to say he's a prophet, not Yahweh's son. Where you come from with fear foolishness? You see, when you listen to the philosophies of fools, you become a fool. Yes, I hold my breath there. You become a fool. Yeah? Not a ordinary fool. You become a special kind of fool who will be led by somebody who can't even read. Can you imagine that? Blind leading blind, and somebody not go drop down a hole. When our forefather was leading us, we ain't gonna fall in nothing. It's just that we became so lackadaisical and just whatever reason we stumble, because God said put a stumbling block in our way. Because he has to give you people chances to enjoy what power feels like. But after that, never again. If we weren't upon the face of the earth, what would you be? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because if you're going to the book of 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54, let's show you. The book of 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54.
2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra 6. So now this. Let's find that.
What do you want? 6?
2nd Ezra 6 verse 54.
Go on. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
The people who he has chosen, the royal bloodline, the saints, the prophets, us. And this is why ISUPK was established, to bring forth the truth. And under the direction of our leader, from 1969 until now, all we can do is bring you the truth. And if you fail to accept the truth, well, tough luck with you.
That's right.
We ain't even have to waste time with you, because we are here for our people. And once our people come alive and wake up out of the dumb state and these dumb religions, worshiping dumb idols, we can't even wipe sweat off of their face or shelter themselves if the rain fall. You're gonna come and tell us who we are or what we should be? Not anymore. We are shaking off that old man. We are shaking off that gambling spirit. We are shaking off that prostitution behavior. We are shaking off that all-out spirit. That all-out spirit that keep you believing that if we join together, you're gonna be saved. You're going to save in the chains. You're going to be saving my cotton fields. You're going to be saved pulling my plow. You're going to be saved doing the duty that you give us to do. And the treatment that you give us is going to be double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. Woe be unto you that trouble us. So if you come back on this platform and talk your foolishness, double for your trouble and woe be unto you who trouble us. We never have to lift a finger in Egypt more than we cry. Some physically cry, some is mourning. Plenty of our songs that we sing, it's mourning. It's a mournful song, and you dance to it and don't even know. When you ask us to sing one of those songs of Zion, what did we say? Psalms, sing one of those songs of Zion. It was Psalms. Anyway, let's finish this anyway. Let's go on.
Khan. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Hold on. Thou madest the world. So we ain't lying to you about what the world, who the world was established for. The saints, the 12th tribe of Israel. Which part in that you can't understand? Where in that part of it that you cannot comprehend? Eh? I think because you're listening to a man who can't read. I just think you're listening to a man who can't read. Yes, I think so. I really think that because you listen to that dumb man, you'll become as dumb as him in a civilized time. You have the ability where knowledge is, look at this, smartphone. The only reason why a blind man don't have a smartphone is because he can't see it. But he still use some form of communication from the modern technology. You will have this, the power in the palm of your hand, can do any research and cross-reference it to any era, annals of time. And you are going to sit down and listen to the idea of a dumb man. Eh? A man who could know A from bullfoot, because they two of them shape the same. And you come now with your plagiarism book, and I come try to cast on the only holy book upon the earth where everything is established from. If a holiday, it was called Holy Days. And any day you can find, you can refer to the Bible. If there's a month before they change it up to their pagan gods, you can find it in the Bible. Because the first of the month was the first month of the year was called it's April anyway. Abib. It was called, thank you, officer. It was called Abib. So show me in your book, where your book tell us your prophet prophesy you're gonna have skyscrapers. Is that prophecy? He could not even prophesy that he's gonna die because nobody told him. But you want to compare your book to us. Eh? Let's show you. Since you want to see the duties of the saints over the other nation, because this was the part I was saving for last, because we have about 13 minutes. So let's show you the duty of the saints over all nations. We say, Lixa, my blood clean. We're not even comprehend the amount of liquor you get. Counting, you not have time to count. Let's go to Psalms 149. Since you want to show you the duty, you provoke the Holy One of Israel, your foolishness. Next to Psalms 149, verse 1 till then. You ready?
The book of Psalms.
Huh? I'm ready. No,
I've got it.
No.
The book of Psalms, chapter 149, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord.
Hold on. Praise he Yahweh. He never said go and praise no idols. He never say go and praise no stone. He never say you must bow down before a cow
Or a cross.
or a cross. Because you know all crosses come from Rome. But we ain't part of Rome. We have the 12th tribe of Israel. We have the ISUPK established since 1969, bringing for the truth only to the 12th tribe of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Read on.
Khan. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints.
The saints again, you hear that? And listen where the saints are going to your cloth. Listen now, we're going to drop it, Pauna. Read on.
Khan. Let Israel rejoice in him and made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
In their king, not in idol, neither wood nor stone, neither cow or any other thing, not even Buddha we have here like me. You're not supposed to worship him that made us. So read on.
Khan. Let them praise him in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp.
That is mourning. We are rejoicing to our king in a mournful way. Yeah? And this is what is going to happen to you, nation of people, when you tell about, oh, sing us one of those songs of Zion. And when we were singing it, we were singing about our homeland. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Yeah? You were thinking it was entertaining you, but we were in mourning. Serious mourning. But guess what? The prophecy have to be fulfilled. Read on.
Khan. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
Hear that again? It's another name for saints. The meek, humble, meek. We are the saints. It doesn't matter if you want to digest it or regurgitate it and redigest it. We are the saints. We are the royal bloodline of God, the royal saints that all of your people want to compare yourself to us. When? Where? In your filthy kingdom, which is not going to last forever. Read on.
Khan. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Hold on. Let the saints be joyful. Let them glorify their king. Where? Upon their beds. Listen the part of it attentively, or we are going to drop it pound with the sword. Go on.
What, you want verse 6 or verse
Read
5
on.
again?
Read from verse 5 again and just continue.
Khan. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and be two-edged sword in their hand.
Hold on. You hear which are we gonna sing? We're gonna mourn upon our bed, giving praise to our God, because this a judgment is not of man, it is of Yahweh anger spilling over on you, the Gentiles, who think you can be disrespectful, who think you can be rude, who think you can be pompous in all of your stupid ways, and think say, yeah, what can they do? We don't have any might in our hands yet, but when that might is given back to us, you're gonna sick of the treatment. Read on.
And a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
To execute vengeance, not love. Not Polly with the dolly, and we ain't jumping around jolly. Judge, you gonna be the one running up and down, hoping that your foot could find rest. But guess what? There ain't no rest for you. If you go in at the ground, we're coming down there for you. And if you go up in the skyscrapers where your prophet claims same prophesy will be built, which is just nonsense. We're coming up there for you. Have you seen the movie called Will Smith started that movie about iRobot? When you see the robot them climbing up on the wall, We can go show you that in the Bible that we will climbing up to your window and taking your kids them out.
That's right.
We think we're gonna take time, put you down, go fling you down the ground, and take your son and divide it and send it to every plantation we can find. Yeah? And the Africans, the Hamites, they're gonna help. But we're gonna rule over them. So they ain't getting away. Even though they're gonna serve us, they're gonna serve under us by beating you and directing you. Read on.
Come on. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains.
Hold on. Your noble kings, your noble rulers, your imam. What you call the one in a Catholic church?
The Pope.
The Pope. Those are your kings. Because don't forget, your church is established, it's just a branch of the Catholic Church for Muslims. You notice you still read with the rosary bead, and you still recite a prayer with the rosary bead, just like the Catholic Church. It's just a Catholic church for Muslims.
Right.
Don't forget that. So you see how mixed up your religion is. I don't even think you did know that your religion was called the Saracens before it was called that Muslim thing where you call it. Yeah, it was called the Saracens. So when you come at us, come sensible. Don't come with no attitude. Don't come with no attitude or anything that you think you can say. You can put us down. You can't. This book established us confidently with the power of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai and all the prophets and priests, which can only come from the 12th tribe of Israel, because our Father in heaven says, He shall raise up prophets from our people, no other nation. Even though He established your peace, even though He established your people are the offspring of our people, but you are not the chosen people. So quiet down, calm down, get yourself together and understand, sir. Because I've seen Esau and Shesau finally calm down and accept that yes, we are the chosen people.
The Edomites and the Shedemites.
The brother put flavor to it. The Edomites and the Shedemites. Yeah? Me say Esau and Shesau, but he said Edomites and Shedemites, that's fine. So you say, how many ways we can call, and we don't even call it lepers yet. We're going to reserve that name for you when you're in the field. You understand? So can we read on?
Come on. Verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all His saints. Praise ye the Lord.
We can't even bust two blank in here, sir. But we are telling us, at this we have reserved for you, we have attitude, you we too pompous and want to compare yourself to God chosen people. Now, with that, we end the class. We shall give one salute to the officer.
Clap it up.
We shall hand the class over to Officer Ariella, Officer 50. And this is for the security announcement.
We are the ISUPK, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under the command of General Yohana, rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months, in which the brother and sister will court you. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 to 10 means a tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ayah Sharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming Salakia, whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations, the Feast of Purim, this Thursday, the 22nd and the 23rd of February, back-to-back days. It's the Feast of Purim. Reminder Akyam and Akwath to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Madium. I Madium Shabbat. I Madium Barak. Yehovah Shim Yehovah Shai Barak Adah.
Yahweh Shimei Shai Barakatham.
Yad Yamata.
That's dismissed.
Class dismissed.
And thanks for all the readers. Thanks for all who come online. Questions online. Thanks for you. Thanks for you guys who sat around in the class. Most appreciated. Thank you for your support. And let's raise this kingdom to a higher standard.